Okay, today I'm gonna continue my Winter World Dizzy playthrough, and I have to say that when I was playing this again all the way through to get back to where I was yesterday, I happened to find another one of the coins while I was jumping around off the screens. But first, let's get the one on the cloud that I landed on yesterday but didn't manage to stay on. And the other wonder I found is on a cloud as well, but first we'll get this cloud. Oh, I totally missed it. That I just have to walk off that ledge, but considering that when I missed it yesterday, I jumped off a higher ledge, I don't think walking off that lower ledge would do the job, so I'll go to the higher one and then try to get even further onto the edge of the higher platform in order to get more elevation for my jump and maybe get a better purchase on the cloud when I actually land on it. And to those who are newcomers of Dizzy, might seem kind of strange jumping on clouds really, but given that these games are kind of like fairy tales in a way, it's nothing really new to jump on clouds really. You just got to make sure you don't sink through them like that, unfortunately. Unless I'm going too far. Unless I'm going too far onto the edge of the platform and I need to take a step back when I jump off. I'll try that now. Sometimes I feel a bit worry, a bit nervous doing commentaries in case I run out of things to say, but I was watching a person play Fallout New Vegas' expansion, Lonesome Road, last night. He's one of the people I've subscribed to in the past on YouTube, and I noticed at times he seemed to go for a full minute without saying anything, so I don't feel so bad if I go silent. Sometimes I just feel like that's one of the hallmarks of an unprofessional game commentator really, going silent for long, but what do I know considering I haven't been doing this for long. But anyway, I've managed to successfully land on the cloud and I'm jumping for joy now, but also partly so that I can stay afloat on the cloud so I can collect a coin and let's go. I'll sink through it and see what's below, but if it gets desperate for ideas for where to look for other coins later, I might try suicidal jumps off this cloud and possibly risk dying, but for now just sink downward. Whee! In the original Dizzy 3 game, which this game's taken the map, which this mod has modified the map from. You can actually go down that well that I passed before, but I don't know if it's possible on this game, but if it is, then I should be trying to solve that puzzle to get down that well, but I don't remember ever doing it before on this mod. But for now, I'll get that other coin that I found up above while I was playing it off camera while getting up to the spot where I am now. That lift seems rather dangerous, maybe if I'm not careful when I get on it and get off it, I could end up singeing myself to death. I think I'd jump off this to get onto the next cloud, yeah. Very nearly fell off again. Try a suicidal jump and see if There's other claws, but there's not. Yesterday, when I was watching myself playing this in the second part, I got the bright idea that maybe I can set fire to what should be the dragon's nest down below. But it doesn't really seem like a bright idea, since I don't really know what I'll accomplish by doing it, but let's give it a shot anyway. Suppose I can take the spade as well in case I need to dig it up in order to find something underneath it, maybe. Thing with the lifts in this game is that these dizzy games is that they often pull you up even when you're trying to fall down, so they can be a bit of an inconvenience sometimes. Of course, it's not really a bright idea to set fire to a dragon's nest when you're standing on it either, is it? So I'll try it around the edges, but it's looking like it won't work. I don't suppose I need to dig it up, maybe, even though I'm using a snow shovel and not a straw shovel or whatever you'd use for digging up a dragon's nest. Well, and I don't suppose the troll would want matches, and I imagine if I tried setting fire to him, he'd rip me to pieces. But maybe inconsiderably smaller than he is. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do the other day. I was gonna try and jump into the top of that pointy tree as well that you can see right now to see if there's a coin hidden in it, maybe. First, I'll maybe try jumping into it or falling into it from low down. Okay, that didn't go very well, so now I'll try maybe falling into it from higher up or jumping into it from lower down or higher up. All these limitless possibilities which you have the pleasure of watching me try. Of course, it's also a matter of knowing which part of the ground to jump from when trying to get into that high tree, isn't it? Because falling into the wrong part of it isn't going to work very well, considering there's only a small part of the tree might be possible to stand in. That's only a small part of the tree might have the invisible platform programmed into it or whatever, so I'll fall into it again. No, that didn't go very well. I'm wondering if this tree might be the same. It might have a secret platform in it or something that I can land in. That's another hallmark of Dizzy games, sometimes invisible platforms. I mean, I know it's cheap and all, like a bit of a programmer's cheat to make things harder, but that's what games are like back in these old times. In fact, sometimes I feel like old games like this have made me paranoid when it comes to new games, because I start thinking with new games that hidden things that you've got to find for the sake of getting all the achievements will be as hard to find as they were in these old school games, where sometimes the things will be absolutely ridiculously hard to find, and you'd more often than not need to look at walkthroughs for the games in order to find where to get hidden things. Oh, that didn't go very well. Whereas often these days when I play newer games and I'm trying to find hidden things, I often find there are from overthinking things when things aren't as hard as I'm imagining they're going to be. And so that kind of thing makes my OCD run wild, and it makes it a lot, makes playing the games a bit of a chore for me, since I'm searching like every inch of every floor in big open world games like Fallout New Vegas and whatnot, and as you can imagine, that could drive a person rather insane. Yep. Actually, never mind about the pointy tree for now. I'm going to try doing this big suicide jump off this cloud to the left in a minute in order to see if maybe there's another coin hidden on another cloud beyond it, because I have vague recollections of something like that being the case in Dizzy 3. The clouds seem to be gone, or maybe I was just jumping from the wrong point in time, maybe. Unfortunately today, because I haven't felt as rushed, I've felt a bit calmer and whatnot, without not rushing to do things the same before Christmas and whatnot. My OCD is somewhat better, and it means I'm not as inhibited when I'm talking, which means I can actually formulate coherent sentences more without hesitating and going on and on, and losing track of my thoughts due to dealing with my rituals and whatnot. I'm curious though if there's a higher ledge or something here, because of how I completely missed that cloud before. That wasn't good. I guess I was standing too far back for that cloud that time. As you can see, I've got quite a habit of jumping when it isn't necessary in these games. Although I think it's a good habit to have in Dizzy games, because of how sometimes, like I said before, there could be all manner of hidden platforms in these games sometimes when you're confused as to what to do. And sometimes I've actually found invisible platforms in Dizzy games by randomly jumping around when I don't know what to do. So it is some kind of thing that you should consider doing when playing these games. Yes, I've managed to land on it properly. But now I'll go to the edge of it and then do my suicide dive and see if there's another cloud. No, and I die because I forgot to wear the flippers like the idiot I am. Wonder if I go to the edge here, there'll be a leaf that I can grab now. And you know, I am pleased with my ingenuity as well, because of how, as far as I know, I'm one of the only people who blindly plays Dizzy fan games. I mean, there might have been people who have played the official Dizzy games blindly for fun, but I don't really know of anyone who plays the Dizzy fan games blindly with commentary and YouTube videos. Maybe I'm the only one of my kind, and that'd be a quite good niche for me, really, considering it's always good when you can do something that other people aren't doing, really. And of course, maybe I'm looking for coins a bit too early, really. Maybe there's other puzzles that I need to solve, the way I've still got a fair amount of items that I haven't used yet, like the book of matches and whatnot. And also the snow shovel. But I'm thinking they might be, maybe decoy items or something, because I remember when I first played this and I had trouble for ages finding out what to do with the snow shovel, and I can't remember if I ever actually used it or not. But I'll keep hold of it just in case. And with 15 minutes recorded, I'm halfway through my time per episode, so I guess I'd better get a move on. But I'm not as fearful of losing all my lives anymore, since I can always play back up to the spot where I was before. I don't suppose I could use a shovel to pry open the well door. No. Maybe I need to light a match with one of the many fires in the game, in the castle. I suppose I could do it off one of the torches as well, but then again, considering there's so many torches, that'd be kind of impractical to go around trying them all. And it'd be a bit of a miracle if I can keep a match lit for long enough to figure out what to do with it after lighting it on a fire or this. But there's a fire that I can try. I'm wondering if I take a step closer to the fire if I'll die. Yeah, I think I'll try another fire first before I take that risk. Or maybe I have to try the other side of that fire. But how I've already done the puzzle with Grand Dizzy, meaning that trying to solve another puzzle by him might be fruitless. Okay. No, it didn't work. Although, you know, if I can't actually drop the bucket of matches there by the fire. But then again, I can't seem to drop anything here whatsoever. That leads me to believe maybe a puzzle needs to be solved here. How I can get the window, there'll be a coin behind it. Yeah, I thought I tried to do an action there before when I collected something and nothing happened. Maybe I can jump through this wall or something. Oh, this one? No. Because that's also a common thing in Dizzy games, being able to walk and jump through certain secret walls to get to places that you never knew existed. I'm thinking one of these railings has a coin behind it, and it does, yes. And I doubt another of these railings will have a coin, since that'd be in a way kind of bad hiding places for coins to have them so close together like that. We'll try them anyway. And as you can see, I'm making progress now with 25 out of 30 coins. I don't suppose this window frame will come away now. Or do I can jump through these walls? No. And another thing that I think about doing these playthroughs of Dizzy fan games is that I'm sure that if the actual makers of these Dizzy games, of these mods, happen to see me play through them, I'm sure they'll be greatly amused to see someone struggling through them with commentary, since I often find it funny seeing people struggle through games that I've completed before with commentary, especially if they're freaking out and screaming and whatnot. I'm going behind the railing. I'll go and plug this railing somewhere in case it's used for a puzzle or something, so that I won't forget about it. and end up thinking it's just another standard railing. Although you hardly ever use background objects for puzzles in Disney games, but not always. Sometimes they like to confuse you like that and surprise you. I wonder if Daisy's going to tell me off for not having all the coins. She won't even talk to me until I've got all the money like a typical woman. I suppose I burn the door down. I'll pry it open with a shovel. I'll put another item down in case there's a coin hidden behind something in the attic, maybe. I don't suppose I can walk or jump through one of these walls. No. How about these walls? Got a lot of Daisy dancing for joy while I do all the work trying to get the money so that we can enjoy a nice night in a small hotel style room in a castle, haven't you? You'd think she'd at least try to help, maybe. But then again, that defies the purpose of games. Having someone help you in a way. Wonder if something happens with this barrel, maybe. Oh. I could try getting closer to this fire here like I didn't have the courage to do last time and see if I can light a match here. Of course, there's also a chance that I need to refill that bucket that I filled in the last episode, and put another fire out maybe in the castle in order to find a secret room or a secret area with items or something that I've missed, but I don't know really, I forgot. I can't jump in this tree. No. Suppose I could try the pickaxe here later, maybe. The bark of this tree, maybe. Uh-oh. I'm wondering also if I can try lighting my match off this tree stump, maybe. No. Oh, shovel it somehow, maybe. And in the original Dizzy 3, there was an underground room beneath all these boxes, which was like an illusion room where it's really hard to see where you're going and what you can jump on because of how there's those yellow blocks are all over the screen, and you have to find out which ones are transparent and walk or jump through them and remember where the platforms are, and they can be quite daunting to play through. I'm thinking one of these, a part of one of these blocks might be collectible as well to reveal a time behind it or something. Doesn't seem like it. Or this, maybe. It also seems familiar that a piece of the straw on this roof might be collectible and might have a coin behind it, but then again maybe I'm thinking of Dizzy 3 and not this game either. All the confusion. I think it might be possible to land on that platform, on that on the top of that red pillar. Maybe if I get the jump right, I'll be able to do it. But then again, maybe it is impossible to jump on. I don't suppose that with superhuman strength I need to dig down here with a spade. No. Or here. No. I don't suppose I light a fire for Dylan in order to keep him warm. Or maybe use the shovel to break this ice to send him sailing through the water like what happened in the third Dizzy game, which took place on the same map. I'll use the spade to pry open this barrel. No. Almost fell down there, but I remembered at the last minute. It seems familiar that in one of these snowy Dizzy games, you have to use the snow to stand taller than you normally would be able to make jumps at certain points as well. So maybe I can jump over this roof, maybe. Getting very close to my time for the end of the episode now. Well, I suppose I've made some progress finding the coins that I have. Seems familiar that there might be a coins hidden somewhere in that staircase as well, maybe in one of the railings or a piece of the stairs themselves. Maybe not. Or maybe the railings. Doesn't seem like it. I'll go and look elsewhere and see what I can do. Would it be a wise idea digging this myself, would it? And I don't suppose I can jump in this tree. No, I'll collect a leaf here. because it seems familiar. I need to use the snow to get higher here, maybe, to collect a leaf off the side of the coin, maybe. Why am I jumping by myself? Must be a bug of some sort. No, that proved fruitless as well. I don't suppose I could set light a match from the door after a while, maybe. No. Or the walls surrounding the well. Seems familiar, one of these tree leaves might come alive revealing the coin though. No, okay, I'll stop the episode here, and maybe I'll have better luck finding the coins in the next episode. Goodbye everyone.